Welcome to a Week in My Life, January edition. Starting off with Sunday, where, honestly, I didn't do much. I mostly just chilled. But I did get my closed captioning done for my most recent YouTube video. I was also able to get some work done on a piece I'm working on for this really cool competition that's hosted in collaboration with the Kew Gardens. That's based mainly on botanical art. So I'm working on this California redwood tree. So I was just getting the ink work done, and then I'm going to do watercolor, hopefully, if I do not screw it up. Then her Atlas posted a new video, so of course I had to watch it, because I watch everything by her. Gotta get all of those pencil lines erased. So this paella was actually made over a week ago, but we rarely make them, and it was so good. I still had to show it off. But for dinner, I actually had just chicken, rice, broccoli, and I threw some Kewpie mayo on there. And of course, ended the night watching Bob's Burgers. Then on Monday, I started my morning with some broccoli cheddar soup, because I freaking love broccoli cheddar soup. And then I got right into doing some of my daily studying of Japanese, because I am going to be studying abroad this spring. I just do not have a leave date yet because I'm still waiting on important documents. But because I'm not at school right now, I gotta, do all that studying myself and really motivate myself to do it. Then, after rearranging some tasks, I decided to see if there's any good NHK shows. My favorites are Japanology Plus with Peter Barakan and Trails to Oishi Tokyo, because I really love food shows in general. I used to be a little bit of a Food Network kid, specifically Alton Brown, but unfortunately both of them didn't have any new episodes yet, which makes sense. It's, first month of the year. So I just decided to watch more her Atlas, which is Caitlin, because I have this habit of just getting really fixated on a certain YouTuber, and I'll go and rewatch all of their videos. So that's what I decided to watch this time. While I was working on building some patterns that I printed out. Because I am going to be going to Japan, my wardrobe doesn't quite have the right stuff to survive, the Japanese summer specifically, where it's so hot and humid. So, since I cannot find stuff that I really like, I decided to make some stuff. So that was this skirt pattern. And Tuesday kind of started the same way, where I was just eating breakfast, got a little bit of reading in with Brotherhood, which I'm trying to finish by the end of January, and then I got more of my daily studying in. I've been using some of the stuff on NHK, plus just studying my notes from the past 3 semesters. And then for kanji, I've been using this app just to review all my kanji. Right now I'm working on N5 kanji. This app splits it up by the different levels. And probably about halfway through February, I might attempt some N4 kanji. Gotta water those plants. And then later on in the afternoon, I did go to work. I actually work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I teach little kids karate at my dojo. So I'm on the floor all the time, so I don't really film, or I just forget to film because I'm always just so busy when I'm at work. And then for dinner, I had what I call my deconstructed onigiri, where I just do tuna, kipi mayo, rice, some black pepper, and maybe I'll throw in some furikake on top because I'm just lazy and it's so easy to mix it up and eat it. And it tastes really great. And I have fallen down the Bluey rabbit hole and have started watching an insane amount of Bluey. Wednesday's breakfast was my current go-to for a lot of days, which is just oatmeal and some sausage on top. Gotta get that studying in. And then for lunch, I tried out this new acai or however you say it bowl that I found just in the frozen section at my local store. So this is me trying it out. And I put some banana on top. And my review is, I don't think it melted enough. It said to thaw it for 15 minutes or something like that, and then throw it in the microwave for 15 to 20 seconds, and it was killing my teeth. It was still way too cold for me to eat. I had to swish it or something in my mouth before I could even get it down because it just hurt my teeth so much. It still tasted pretty good. I don't think I'll ever put the granola that it comes with in again because I don't like granola enough. I just don't like the texture and the way it messes with the smoothie bowl thing, but I might get them again just in general as a quick go-to because it seems to be really easy to put together. And the pattern I'm working on Wednesday, or I worked on Wednesday, was this dress pattern. It's this really cool pattern. I'll try and put it in the description below. I found it actually on TikTok, but it looks honestly super easy to do. I'll probably still have my mom help me because I'm not that good at sewing. But it's just got a mock neck. It's about mid calf length, and it's got these ties, so it's kind of loose, but when you tie it around the waist, and I think that'll make it look really great. Got some editing in after that. This is my leopard gecko, Ichigo, and this is me feeding him some worms. And my dad, I swear, overfed this guy, and that's why he's so freaking massive now. But don't worry, he does get a new cage by the end of this. And dinner for me that night was leftover chili on top of rice with gluten-free cornbread that my mom made. And of course some cheese, because chili always needs some cheese. Just look at my sweet boy. Started off my Thursday watching another favorite YouTuber of mine, Mocha, and eating my oatmeal with sausage yet again because it's just so easy to throw together. I just cook a bunch of the sausage earlier in the week, and then I have it for 3-4 days to just throw on top of oatmeal, which I just do the packet ones because that's just way easier to do. Then I had to rearrange when I was going to do some stuff. Got more of my daily studying in. And if you're interested, I think my next video is going to be how I study Japanese on my own, because I have had 3 semesters in college, But like I said, I'm at home right now and not doing that, so like I kind of got to do it on my own, and I think that would be a cool video. And then for lunch, I actually like really made something, and I made some good old fettuccine alfredo with my absolute favorite Alfredo sauce, which is the roasted garlic one from Whole Foods. It's just so garlicky and fantastic. And to make it a teensy bit healthier, I made sure to throw in some frozen peas, so it's not just all carbs. I could do a Vine reference, but I don't think it would technically be appropriate. And then I, of course, got some more reading in of Brotherhood, which I don't think I'm going to end up giving this book very high stars, because I feel like I spent the entire time thinking it would just be way better as a Clone Wars episode or a Clone Wars arc. I don't think it communicated well or worked well as a book that much. And I feel like Padme was thrown in there just to throw her in, and I feel like the whole thing with like the little youngling resolved way too quickly. Like, it's not a bad book, and I did like the Anakin and Obi-Wan moments, but those are like the only good moments in it. And like you had all these other characters that you were using, and you kind of just use them to further develop Anakin and Obi-Wan, which happens a lot. So I didn't like it that much. And then I decided to do kind of my own personal studying, because I have a gluten intolerance, or I just have general, like I got issues, I got tummy issues, so I decided to look up and figure out the different words for the various things that I'm going to try and avoid mostly while I'm in Japan. I might still try some, just to see if it's maybe like, I don't know, I don't work out enough or something, like some people have said. But I am mostly going to try and avoid gluten. And now for my face routine, which I've seen a lot of people like throw into their vlogs, and I know a lot of people are interested in. I try to keep mine basic, so I just use the CeraVe, or CeraVe, I don't know how you say it, face wash, and I just, rub that in, put that on, and then rinse it off. And I dry it off with my little, I think they're technically hand towels that I got at Tokyo Disneyland, but they're just the perfect size. And then I use the Japanese Hatomugi toner thing. I don't know what it is, but people suggest that. I put that on, and then I use that one. I do not know the name of it, but it's another Japanese just moisturizer, and I put that on after the toner thingy. And then I use CeraVe eye cream just for around my eyes, because I saw or read somewhere at some point that you really should start like early with eye specific moisturizer or whatever. So I'm doing that. Not sure how much it's actually helping, but I'm trying. And then I use the Skin Aqua UV stuff for my sunscreen, because you gotta put that sunscreen on. And tomorrow I'm starting an art class, but like I'm missing a couple of things, so I went to Michael's real quick. Did not film in the store because that makes me completely uncomfortable, but let me show you what we got. They said I needed tracing paper, 14 by 17, but I could not find that big at all, so I just got the 9 by 12, and hopefully that's enough, or hopefully they're not too particular about it, because I don't even really like to use tracing paper anyways. And then all I needed was a 2H pencil, but they don't have any pencils individualized, so I had to get like an entire pack, because it doesn't even like come, the 2H is not typically in the small packs, so I needed to get the big one of pencils. Then I need some more kneaded erasers, because they said we need them, even though I really don't like kneaded erasers. I just don't like how they feel, etc. They make me uncomfortable. Then I'm also working on a whole watercolor project, so I thought it'd be good to get me some masking fluid type stuff, because I like have a pen, but I don't have like just straight up masking fluid, so I grabbed some. And then also they specifically said we needed the round Tombow like clicker eraser, which I already had the square one, so I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna get another one, but I still got the round one just because I think it's super cute. And then also got gummy bears and Welch's fruit snacks because I wanted a snack. And check out Ichigo's new digs. I finally was able to get him a new cage. I found one that was finally like a decent price, and it looks great. And Saturday started so early because I'm taking a class with the Yale Peabody Museum. This is just a drawing one class, but they have a really cool adult education, natural science or illustration program. And I am interested at the one in my college, but I have to get my degree first before I can do that. So I thought it'd be good to just, take some classes wherever I can. So this is one of the classes I'm taking since I have extra time. And subscribe if you want to see more videos, or if you want to see that how I study Japanese video. And make sure to follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and my TikTok, because I'm doing stuff over there too. Less my Twitter, but also how long is that gonna last? But oh, and extra thing, we got a package, probably our last package from Japan, from my cousins and stuff, because they're actually moving away from Japan now. But look at all these cool things. I love it.